Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com. Johnny! Johnny!
Yeah.
We got some justice for Johnny, Jabes.
We did. We did.
So much so, I had to celebrate Johnny's victory with a little bit of mimosas.
A moe, huh?
So I stopped at a gas station on the way.
Sure. Sure.
I got the old Polar Pop from Circle K because they have those ice chips. You know the ones I'm talking about? It's
the
not the
cylinder.
Correct.
Little
it's
small
not
cylinders.
a cube.
Yes.
It's a little tiny cylinder.
Yes.
So we got that all filled up. Now here, real quick here, and this is for Johnny. This isn't for me. I'm pouring some out for Johnny.
You would never, yeah.
Yeah. We're going to just go with the proper pour for a mimosa, okay?
Sure.
Now, this is mostly champagne. Mm-hmm. Mostly, and then just...
Oh, that's enough. That's enough.
Hang it.
You just let it...
And now we're all done. That's the proper mimosa.
That was too much. You just put the orange juice up to it, let it smell it a little bit, and take it away.
And then take it down.
Yeah.
Johnny! We celebrate you today, brother. Congratulations. You know, he got his life back. He's back on track. He's probably going to know the Pirates. What was his statement? So if you were watching Drinking Bros yesterday, quick recap. We had a guest nuke out in a hotel room due to the internet. His whole screen nuked out, and it was just like,
That sounded a lot more.
Well, I thought he died.
Yeah.
I thought he died.
I thought
he died in my heart yesterday.
Sure.
But the publicist called and said, hey, he's in a hotel. He's doing a book tour or whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So we went live with the Johnny Depp verdict. However, when we ended, they were celebrating in the courtroom. I didn't get to see the statements that were released. Did you?
Yes.
Okay.
So which one do you want to hear first? Of course, the man, right?
Nope, Amber Heard.
Okay.
I want to hear her first because it's less important. You usually close with your strongest, and that's Johnny. So let's lead with the weak, close with the strong, James.
Right. The disappointment I feel today is beyond words. I am heartbroken that the mountain of evidence still was not enough to stand up to the disproportionate power, influence, and sway of my ex-husband.
Goddamn right.
I am even more disappointed with what this verdict means for other women. It is a setback. She's not wrong. It sets back the clock to a time when a woman who spoke up and spoke out could be publicly shamed and humiliated. And she goes on like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want me to read all the paragraphs, but
No,
basically
we're
the gist of it was that she's like, this is going to deter women from speaking out against domestic violence because of this. Now,
look, go.
No,
you know better than I do on this one with feminists. Like, women have set themselves back. You guys had it. You've said it on the show numerous times. You guys had it for a good 4 to 5 year run.
This would never have come out this way. What do you guys reckon? 2 years ago?
No, not a prayer.
What do you mean?
Like,
as far as in the
no
court
way,
of public opinion for Me Too victims,
there's no way that Johnny would have won.
Not a prayer.
2 years ago.
Not the court of public opinion. I think he still would have probably won the trial.
Nope, not a prayer.
Really?
Not
I mean,
a prayer.
the
If this
law
would have
didn't
happened in
change.
18, it's not that. It is literally public opinion on this one because even lawyers were kind of dumbfounded as far as the reasoning behind it of how you view defamation or whatever. But at the end of the day, it comes down to 12 jury members, and that's it.
Right.
And sorry about it. That's the way it is. He put on a better performance than her, and that's kind of it.
And I think the real lesson here, guys, too, is when you're in your 50s, okay, married, beautiful kids, fun, French, musician wife.
Yeah.
If you decide to leave your family for a 30-year-old bisexual actress
Sure.
with a past.
Yeah.
I think maybe you're going to know what, you know what I mean? Like, this proves that good time gals will eventually always turn into a nightmare.
Well, the other part about this that it
Like,
also...
how was that going to go? He's always going to turn into a fat old man to you.
Yeah, right.
And you're always going to turn into a crazy fucking...
And this is what... That was my biggest takeaway from this whole trial is everybody who has done this, right, and thinks, like Bourdain, and I'm sorry, I hate to bring up Bourdain, but, like, that's what brought him down, too. Even, you know, Rogan said it's, like, he chased a woman who was fucking crazy, that was 30 years younger than him, and she wanted to bone a younger dude, and that was kind of it, right? I think what this trial showed every man in their 50s is like, no matter how rich you are, no matter how cool you think you were at some points, you can't reverse time. And that's how women are going to view you of that age, right? Oh, you're just a fat old man. You're just going to play guitar with your old man friends, let alone his old man friends were Keith Richards, Jeff Beck, fucking Dave Navarro, Marilyn Manson, like
all old dudes.
right?
Sure, but to her,
100%.
like,
but to her, it is old.
Yes.
And like, you're never going to chase that down. I've even had buddies who've dated similar situation to Johnny Depp in LA who've gone after the younger girls. And my first question is always the same thing. I go, after you guys are done fucking, what do you talk about?
Yeah.
And the answer is always the same. I'm like, it can't be music because there's a 20, 30-year gap. It can't be movies because there's a 20, 30-year gap. And then
It can't be life because there's a 20 or 30-year gap. You know, it's just everything. It's real fun in the beginning.
Right.
You're, you know, having crazy sex and going to nice places and you're whatever. But after that all fades away.
Real life sets in and you're stuck. And like, I'll never forget this. An older friend of mine who married younger, same situation, almost the same ages, to be honest with you. I think he was 58 and she was around 30-ish. I asked him the same thing. I go, after you guys are done fucking, what do you talk about? And he was just like, well, you know, this, and this. And I was like, great. I know the music you listen to. She definitely has never fucking heard of that. I know the movies you love. She's never seen any of those. And he goes, yes, but I get to teach her. And I go, that's also creepy.
Right.
Because then you become not a husband anymore. You're kind of a father figure and a teacher versus like some cool guy that's out rock climbing and you guys are butt fucking afterwards. Like, you know, that's not going to happen. And she'll always view you as that. And then at a certain age, she's going to bounce because you're going to be 65 or whatever. And then it's like she's going to be...
that, or she's going to want a kid.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it all turns into...
So what you just said happened to my buddy. They had two kids. He was 58 years old.
Right.
2 kids. Brand new
because
kids.
as much as she says
Yep.
when you first get together, nah, I just want to party. Like, that's just me. I'm just like cool with like just traveling and whatever. Eventually...
I want my own child.
Right.
I don't
And
want
then-
the ones from your previous marriage.
No.
I want children of my own.
Right.
And that happens all the fucking time. I would be real curious if we were able to sit down with him and have an interview, if we asked him, hey, dude, looking back at this, do you wish you just would have stayed with the hot French girl who didn't really give a shit and was fine drinking wine with you and your beautiful kids all day? And I guarantee you, he would be like, well, yes, I wish I did that, you know?
Yes. And so when we say, and yes, it is justice for Johnny because he's out from under this crazy hot, and she is hot, by the way. Anyone who says she isn't
Thank you.
is a fucking crazy person.
Dan has changed since he's gotten a girlfriend. He won't say anybody's hot anymore, and it's like,
know.
you have to admit that.
He won't even
He went
look-
hard on Bob about Amber Heard, and it was like, we showed Amber Heard's nudes yesterday, and it was just like, come on, dude. Like,
When should we look
you
at
fucking
them?
retarded?
Just admit she's a good-looking woman.
Yes, there's
Why
nothing
can't
wrong
you just
with
admit,
that.
like, he's like, I can't look at those. He won't even look at a butthole anymore. I don't know. He's changed.
Who's
But-
this
Man.
Yeah.
It's changed, and I don't like it.
But yeah, so we say justice for Johnny, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in some ways, if we really break it down, it's like, motherfucker, you did this, and there were consequences. I'm glad that you're out from under it.
Same, because
I'm glad because she is, I mean,
nuts.
certified. But but justice. You got justice.
Yeah.
And I'm happy about it.
And I think he'll be back. I think for sure he'll do another Pirates movie and
He
all that
will,
shit.
and
All the things. I don't know what she's going to do now. I know she's got a couple of projects in the mix. The weird thing about the time we're living in currently is with the meme culture and everything else that's going on, you can get slandered into the ground so quickly that it's hard to recover from. Like, no matter what you say the rest of our life, I will think of Amber Heard shitting in the bed.
Right.
I really will not think of one movie when you say the name Amber Heard. I will think of her shitting in the bed. Same with Chris Rock. Chris Rock has had an amazing career. However, he's now the dude who got slapped by Will Smith at the Oscars. Like, there's certain moments that are career defining, and that's one of them for her. I don't know who's going to put her in shit. Literally nailed it.
Well, now listen, if she came to Cancel House and I had a little convo with her, which I do.
Yeah.
And I say, here's what you got to do. Lean in. Get on Cameo. Okay? Lean in. Send the shit videos. Just like go on SNL. Lean into it. Make it funny. She's too crazy for that.
Right. And
But-
you're going to have to up Cameo to OnlyFans. The Cameo's not going to do it.
Start a YouTube channel.
Yep.
Tell your story.
Correct. It'll
Or
blow
just
up.
like laugh about. I mean, I wish. Yeah. Again, she's too.
But you can't be a serious actress and do that shit.
No,
You're
she's
gonna have
gonna
to
have to
make the
choose.
switch. And look, if she went to OnlyFans and started shitting on the floor on OnlyFans, millions of dollars, she would be able to knock out this debt in probably 3 months, Giorgio. That's my guess. And I'm being totally sincere when I say that.
Give it 4.
All right, 13 million. Like, if she was gonna shit in a bed again, even I'd pay fucking $30 to watch and have a good chuckle with you guys.
Well, the reality is she's going to be in like indie movies and shit.
Yeah,
with,
she already has
with like
2
feminist
offers.
directors who think that she was the total victim and all
Yeah.
that shit.
And good. Like, good.
I'll watch it.
Like, I don't, I would love for her to get on some medication and just like live a life. Like, it's fine.
I will say, and I actually genuinely believe this, like what she did was super fucked up, but it doesn't reach the level for me to the point where it's like, you're not allowed to do what you love anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, look,
She
again.
deserves a second chance.
Yeah,
like
like
she's a piece
be-
of shit and she did something wrong, but
Right.
it's way more egregious for me that Michael Vick has ever been on television than it is for Amber Heard.
But I'll
That's
put
true.
it so in today's terms, right? Like, let's go today's terms. Today's Michael Vick is probably Jussie Smollett. He has a new movie coming out in like 3 or 4 weeks.
People like dogs.
People love dogs.
But they here's the thing. They loved Michael Vick so much that they were willing to forget it and let him back on television to do weekly shit.
Well,
Like,
he threw for 5 touchdowns and ran for 2 more on that Monday night football game against the Redskins.
Yeah.
Greatest performance
No,
ever.
I think it's true. He has more to offer than Jussie. Like,
Right.
Jussie was
A
going to
lot
be
more.
thrown away anyways. Do you know what I mean? Like, Jussie after Empire was going to be what?
Lots of actors.
sure.
Very
So-
few dual threat quarterbacks.
But there is a woman who stood up for him, a black director, and she let him finish this movie out. And she was like, oh, I'm doing the right thing and whatever. I think she probably would have lost the bond for the movie. That's me. But they finished the movie. He's going to be in it and starring in it. I believe it's BET Plus, which I didn't know they had their own streaming service. Thank God.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't getting enough out of just my BET on
Oh, I
cable.
have the script.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
thank God. But that movie's
No
going to come
ads.
out. And I think if he's able to do movies, I think Amber will be able to do movies. I agree with you, Bob.
Yes.
And I think she'll pop up in some indies. I heard that they didn't want to cancel her from Aquaman 2. So she'll be in that, although 4 million plus signatures are in there for that change.org to get her the fuck
I
out
just
of there.
heard.
That's fucked up. Like Johnny lost jobs.
Yeah.
She lost jobs she didn't have, I guess. You know what I mean? Like she lost
Yeah.
like future jobs, but like she didn't lose current jobs. Ezra Miller still has his jobs in the same fucking franchise
Yeah.
that Johnny
Yeah.
Depp got kicked out of.
But we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see how long Ezra's there.
But Amber Heard
And
is
he's
not a good
young.
actress, and she didn't have good chemistry with Momoa. And like, there's other factors.
No, she's not. She's not. In fact,
And so-
in some ways, this might have been like this makes her so famous
It could have helped her.
It could. You're right. Because it would certainly sell movies overseas for sure. And that's all that
people would watch.
That's all that Hollywood cares about for
maybe.
sure.
Yeah.
I think she'll be back. I think you guys are right. But also, what I wanted to say to cap this off is we're done with the memes, the Amber Heard memes. Please stop sending me them. I've seen literally every single one of them, probably 8 times over. And I'll try to breeze through the DMs and try to hit people back. I cannot see one more meme about this trial anymore. I'm all done. After the show yesterday for Drinkin' Bros, we said, you have until midnight of last night to post your final Amber Heard Johnny Depp meme. And after that, we're all done. If I, when I woke up this morning, if I saw one more person write, and that was the time they almost had Captain Jack Sparrow.
Oh, yeah.
I started defriending those people
I
because
said
they're
that
fucking
live on
losers.
air, first
They're
of all,
losers.
so I just want to go ahead and give myself credit because I'm a narcissist, but I said that
you
during,
said it live.
during
And
the
that's
trial.
fine. But
A live
but-
meme?
Yeah, but today it's over. We're done with that. And the people that posted that this morning, they were off my friend list. I just defriended them.
Well, I didn't post anything.
You didn't post anything, but I posted one more before midnight last night. It was my favorite one of all time. We had a guest on the show, Blake Weber, very, very funny comedian. And he won, I think, the whole internet with this Johnny Depp Amber Heard meme.
Yes.
I reposted his. Bob, if you can bring that up on my Instagram at stjames. We will post that, play it live, and this is the final time we're going to do this. Okay? You got volume? You got volume? Yeah. Okay, great. Play it.
This paper is humiliating for any human being together. And perhaps it's easy to forget that, but I'm a human being. And it's been agonizing, painful, and humiliating. Do you have a way to go through? I have no one ever to go through something like this.
All right.
Wait.
I just want you to leave me alone. Just want them to leave me alone.
That's it. There you
Yeah.
go.
The leave
There
me
you go.
alone.
And now hit the applause. That's for Blake
Yeah,
Weber.
yeah,
Hit the
yeah,
applause
yeah.
for Blake Weber. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers,
yeah.
friend.
Yeah. No, that was good.
You did it. That's the last one I'm going to post. Tell if you're at home listening to this or watching this, do not post it. I can promise you people are over it. They will hate you. They will hate your relatives and everything else. We're all done with the Johnny Depp Amber
Did you
Heard
tag him in
memes.
it?
I did.
Okay.
Of course.
Just checking, because it's a big
course.
deal right now, because Elon's not tagging people in his memes, and it's causing a ruckus online.
Is it really?
Yeah, a bunch of people are coming after him.
He's turning into Fuck Jerry or the Fat Jew.
Yeah, and then he went
It's
back
not
at
the
him
path to go down.
and was like, it was a 6+ meme at best, because apparently someone just cropped him out. So
Yeah, no, I'd tag Blake. I think he's really funny, and we're trying to do some golf stuff with him in the future. Perhaps the John Daly thing. I'm a big fan of that guy, and yes, of course I did. Because I don't understand the need. Also, since we're on it, to take the credit for it. What's the point? I guess. Like Elon Musk, for example, he doesn't have time to create memes all goddamn day. Neither do I. I would rather just post everybody else's shit and then be like, great, here's who did this. It was awesome. It made me laugh.
Yeah.
That's kind of it, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah. Is that really a thing now on Twitter?
yeah, so this Onion-esque website article called Hard Drive. It basically just it's a joke news article for tech news. And one of their memes got stolen by Elon, and then they just went after him.
That's weird. You know, on the other side of that too, it's also weird to say that you own a meme where it's like, these have been passed down by 50 people. Who knows the original source?
Not if you make them.
Right. So
Yeah.
if you record it like that, fuck yeah, give them credit. But the other ones, it's like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, I see Dan slaving over memes over here.
I don't. It's-
Crossing genres.
It's at Boosh Memes.
It's
What?
Boosh.
Yeah,
This is Bush. The Bush is doing it. Yeah.
The Boosh is loose.
The Bush is
dude.
loose doing your memes.
Yeah.
But yeah, typically it is somebody else doing that. Who gives a shit? Who fucking cares?
Oh, and Brittany wanted me to say she's not stopping Dan from doing that.
I know. Brittany's cool.
It's not her.
Yeah.
Something with him.
It's in the first couple years of the relationship where there's, you're trying to prove something, but like, dude, Brittany's cool.
worried.
She's
You're
in.
worried.
She's in on the fucking gig where it's just like,
She's
hey,
like,
dude,
look at the butthole, dude. I don't fucking care.
go look at somebody's fucking butthole in the bathroom. Nobody's
It's
gonna
just
stop
on a
you.
screen in front of you.
Yeah.
Eli looked
it's
at
not
mine
there's
yesterday.
Live nude
He
news.
looked at your actual butthole.
Yeah.
From Giggle Boys?
Yeah.
Was
What'd
it a
he say?
medical thing?
No, I said it looked like my ear, to be honest.
Ooh.
I think Dan.
That's not a great compliment.
Yeah. Do you have some stuff going on?
Maybe. I
I
don't know.
don't for one second believe that your ears have been punished as much as your asshole.
That's also a fair statement. That's a fair statement.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, that's true.
Maybe
I never
like
thought of that.
some hemorrhoidal.
I hope not.
Yeah, because it shouldn't look like your ear.
No, but it was a rough weekend.
For your asshole?
Yes.
Didn't eat much, a lot of liquids.
Oh, I see. I see.
We thought you meant the other way around. You met a fella, you guys
Could have
found
been a
love
lady.
in
Could have been a
hopeless
lady,
place.
Ross.
No,
Eh.
he only does that in a straight way, right?
Sure.
Straight jacket.
Yeah, yeah. He only does it on OnlyFans
Yeah, in a straight way.
or
a
in
completely straight
real
way.
life in a straight way.
Yeah, it's not gay if you get paid.
No.
It's not. Want to talk about another story we talked about maybe 8 or 9 months ago on this show here today. Fucking Sheryl Sandberg is gone from Facebook. She's out of there. Now, I said this on the show, again, 8 or 9 months ago. I'm not sure. You pinpoint a date, whatever. I said she was going to leave and go to Apple and be the head of programming for Apple.
Okay.
And I'm going to stand by that, I think. And the timing is worked out, I think, in my favor. Some other people are speculating that she might run for some political office. No, that doesn't pay that much. I don't see her doing it.
You don't think she's just
See who doing?
going home?
Sheryl Sandberg. No, not a prayer. Not one
Okay.
fucking prayer.
Okay.
She's gonna run Apple. That's gonna be the gig, I think. She's not running for office. Drudge Report posted that they think she's running for political office. Not a fucking prayer. She's gonna do something else. But the biggest tell for me that I was right on this was like the downfall of Facebook. Numbers are down. Nobody's really on there all that much anymore. And they've dumped everything into the metaverse, which is a piece of shit that nobody really fucking cares about. Like, kids would rather just play video games because they're more realistic than that goddamn suckhole of 1981. 'Cause that's what it looks like, a game of Pong from 1981. So if your number 2 is leaving to get the fuck out of there, then she clearly doesn't believe in the future of that either. And I'm curious as to what happens with Facebook. I know they have a lot of money. And yes, they have Instagram, but like more and more people are heading over to TikTok and using Instagram as their backup TikTok account where it's like, oh, hey, let me post my favorite TikToks on here and see if I can gain followers. And it's very similar to what Vine was to Instagram. Where it was like, let me post my best Vines here.
Right.
And I'll do this. The fact that she got out of there now, I think Facebook's in trouble.
Yeah,
I do.
Sure.
It's no longer an ad. It's no longer an ad business, which is what it was for a very, very long time. I keep saying this. They have a hardware company. They bought Oculus. Oculus is huge. I have their webpage open now of Decentraland if you want to look at it. Like, it's Metaverse is the Kleenex explanation of this, but Decentraland is the one that they're building right now. It looks a lot like Wii stuff.
Right.
but
It still looks gay. And you're still 20 years behind the tech.
I don't think it's for us. I think it's for 6-year-olds.
It's not for them either, man. Look,
Yeah, grooming. We're trying to groom.
Not at all. But look at
We're
the video
grooming the
games.
kids.
Look
We're
at the
grooming the
video
kids.
games kids play today with GTA and all that other shit. You're on another fucking
Oh,
planet.
you're on a flat screen.
Than this.
You're not in goggles.
This
it
is for 4-year-olds.
Doesn't
bro.
matter though. Like quality is quality, and like the 8K shit that is popping up in all of sports has grown on me. Where I'm like, all right, cool. I want to see more shit in 8K.
One, you're not seeing anything in 8K, first of all. 2,
Right.
most movies are shot in 8K now. A lot of the cameras record in 8K, and those have select advantages for downsampling, stabilization, VFX. Like, everything is recorded there and then distributed in either 4K or 1080 for most screens. Almost everything we still see is in
I think
HD.
this new tech might bring you down personally, Giorgio, if you don't get the fuck out of there. out of crypto, out of the metaverse, out of all of this shit.
You're
like,
combining things that aren't combined.
They are.
We also
NFTs are fucking dead. That whole thing.
we
You know
can't
what's
get
not
out.
dead is my Lucy addiction because I love.
Oh, Lucy's great.
Yeah, you can't-
Lucy's great.
They can't get out of crypto right now.
Yeah,
'cause
we can't
it's
sell
down.
now.
So down. I just buy more. I just bought more today.
I'm not
God
going to
damn
lose.
it,
You
dude.
can't lose if you don't sell.
Yeah, you can't
They
make
have
any
to
money if you
hold
own
on.
it. And now,
They have to hold on. What else do they have at this point?
and that NFT article I read yesterday was brutal. And they were like, dude, it's just a wasteland of fucking apes and cats. And that was just like you spent
I don't think
millions
they
of
have
dollars on
NFTs.
apes and caps. And
No one,
cats.
no one told you to buy those.
They didn't. But crypto is the same, where it's just like, dude, the way that this is trending.
No.
I don't know if any of this is fucking useful.
Crypto makes. I don't really believe in crypto that much, and it makes 1 billion times more sense than fucking NFTs.
Right. But now that NFTs are dead, do you look at crypto and
Not
be
dead.
like,
They're not dead in the slightest.
No.
Not
Not
even
dead.
remotely dead.
Not
even
dead.
close to being
NFTs are.
dead. No,
No, they're just
It's a-
gonna.
It's a digital certificate. You keep thinking of it the wrong way. It's just it's a validation.
It's going to be all the
Sure.
ticketing
It's a
companies that take
stamp.
that technology, and you'll see.
Yeah,
Drinking Bros.
totally.
Drinking Bros tickets will eventually also be NFTs.
So what do you do with the dead cat photos that sold for millions of dollars?
Those people lost their money.
Yeah, you eat
Congratulations.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they deserve to lose that money.
Problem with the problem
NFTs,
with, and I agree with what they're saying. The problem with NFTs is all these losers had like grandiose plans for it,
Right.
And now they're pissed off that it's just like a ho hum, really functional piece of
It is
technology.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a
Sorry
cute-
you
like, it's
bought
not-
shitty art.
Yeah, like it's not sexy, so they're like, I hate this now.
It's a
All of
QR
it.
code.
All of it, dude. It's gonna be a fucking nightmare, and I'm out of it. Even our realtor today was just like, "Hey, dude, what are you doing with crypto?" By the way, and I was like, "I'm out." And he goes, "Man, I wish I was." And I go, "Why aren't you?"
Because it's down.
That's exactly what he said, right?
Yeah.
Exactly what they said is exactly what he
Yes,
said, and he goes,
yes.
"I also don't want to let my wife win." And I go, "Oh, is she?"
And
I
that
go,
I understand.
"Is she upset about your crypto
yeah,
habit?"
yeah,
She
yeah,
goes, "Yeah, she's real pissed, and it just keeps going down." What are we at today?
I
how's the
wasn't
dance
mad.
going?
We got a
We
good amount.
Well, but I also got the fuck out of there and was just like, all right, great. We
Mm-hmm.
doubled. Nothing you could do.
Okay.
What are we at now?
we
today?
might have messed it up for these two.
No.
I told everybody on air, hey man, I'm fucking.
You make money
dipping.
on the way up. You make money on the way down.
Oh shit! Ethereum's under $2,000.
Buy some.
It's been under $2,000. What are you
Look,
talking about?
look.
God, buy some.
I'm ready for I'm ready for the day when these two fucks are like rich as shit, being like, roll the tape. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
run it back.
Run back the tape of. Do you know what I mean? I'm fine with that being a possibility.
And I hope it happens.
Me
but
too.
I think you'd have a better shot going down to the
Well-
old 7-Eleven across the street. The lotto's up to 187 this week. So
Well, I told him to get something together. I've seen some stuff for like 300.
oh, houses?
Yeah.
Yes.
What,
Yes.
in Kyle?
Yeah.
Property
No,
is great.
no.
Kyle is great.
That's the dumbest 2 words I've ever heard in my life. In Kyle, like you're gonna make money on that, like immediately.
And
I
everything-
want to live there.
Kyle is
You're not going to
blowing
live
up.
there. You're not going to live there. You're not going to live there.
It's
You're not gonna
quality
live there.
of life, Rob. I'm not living in Kyle.
You don't have to
Oh
live
boy!
there.
I mean, it's just insane. It's just insane.
At what point do I just get my real estate license?
There you go.
You deserve to be poor.
Listen, it's a
That
tough.
might be the line of the year. It's only June 2nd, but that is in the running for the line of the entire year.
Whatever.
Again,
I
I'm
got
really-
robbed the fucking job, so suck my dick.
Oh, the guy who goes home every day after 2 ranch waters to his baby while we have
Baby's
the
asleep.
freedom.
That's
Doesn't
look.
even take care of his
freedom.
fucking child.
Bob has
You
the
guys-
has
Because he's a
the
raging alcoholic.
You guys,
Bob
you
has-
guys, you guys.
Bob has
stop.
the freedom to drink at work though. Like that's amazing.
Okay, but
amazing.
guys. Today is a hot button. You know, now look, because we were talking about it beforehand, and Dan was already yelling at Bob about crypto, and so I think today's kind of a sensitive day, right? So maybe we don't.
Before we walked in the studio, I was talking about ending somebody's entire family tree. So yeah, fuck it.
Yes, and we were
The world's
talking
hard.
about
It is what it is. The world's hard,
crypto. Yeah.
Jesse.
And to
So-
answer Boston Joe in the chat, yes, I do still have my Beanie Babies, and they're in boxes in an attic
Ooh,
in North
smart.
Carolina.
Did you watch the doc on that?
Smart.
Watch the Beanie Baby doc. Jesse and I watched it. It was really good.
It is,
I
but
enjoyed it. It's
could
depressing.
those maybe go back up?
Maybe like another 10 years,
Yeah,
another
yeah,
15
yeah.
years.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
probably don't see that going back
Again,
up.
roll the tape in 10 years when fucking Giorgio and Dan are looking down from the hill on all of us fucking poor asses.
Yeah.
right?
All you poors down there.
That did like traditional real estate.
Yeah.
I think Hard AF will be
Thanks.
fine. I think you guys will be okay.
Maybe,
I hope,
we'll
man.
see.
You know what's
But
funny?
look,
It's funny you said that. So we're doing a show Friday on it because we do it like once every 2 months, kind of updating everybody on what you learned, what you lost on it. And we're super honest about it. So I'll tell you, because yes, it is doing well. The only problem is when you hit a sales number like this, you're forced to buy millions of cans after that, and that is well beyond the scope of money that we have. So we have to go to these weird investors and shit like that, and like taking these meetings, it just keeps getting weirder, and it's the worst people who are rich. It's the worst people who have money, and you're always just like, all right, cool, man. That
Yeah, just
thing
look
that
at
you're-
look at like the inside, like go on any real estate site or whatever. Look on the inside of any house that's like over 30 million. And it's the gaudiest, worst, craziest shit ever.
And that describes pretty much everybody you meet with in that space where you're like, oh, all right. Yeah, so you have this, and what did you do for it? And it's just, it's always a weird story. It's always a weird story, you know? It's never the good
Non-tradish.
ones. Yeah, it's never the good ones. It's never the guy who owned like 32 Little Caesars, where you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, you did something you believe in, and I believe in that too. I love
It's never
Little
like,
Caesars.
I kept my Beanie Babies from 10 years ago, and like, now I'm investing in your seltzer, right?
Yeah.
Now that would be like, what the fuck? That's
I know.
awesome.
It's
Yeah.
the holographic Charizards that are going.
It really
What
is.
word-
Seriously,
words
one
were
saw it.
those?
Pokemon took a huge, like, I'm being dead serious. Pokemon just dropped off the face of the earth. It was worth nothing. Then all of a sudden, Logan Paul was like, I like nostalgia. And they all rocketed
See?
back up again.
You know, we need a Paul brother to
But
like
you need
fight
a,
a Beanie
and
Baby.
that's the thing is like you need somebody cool to tell you it's cool, and you know,
Just
and that's
cycles.
kind of it.
Everything's a cycle. Everything
Cyclical, right?
comes back.
You
around.
need
It
to
really
you need to have
does.
The Rock screaming about crypto in your face every day, and that'll do it. Matt Damon's not going to do it. The Rock will do it though.
Oh, talking about cyclical, Kate Moss was at Johnny Depp's concert.
Goddamn right.
Watch out,
was there.
J-Lo and Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Because this would be the return that...
She still
Let's
looks
go.
great. If they got back together, because she still looks great. Did you see her on that deposition?
yeah.
Or on that, on the stand? It's
Yes.
great. She still looks amazing. Like, if they got back together, the whole world would melt. And, like, the Ben and J-Lo thing, I'm with you. I know you said this a few months ago, but, like, as far as, like, the thirstiness of it
Oh, we're
and the
done.
way they've tapped out of it,
We're done.
I don't care about either of them anymore. And that saddens me because I've got him behind me. I want to see him with a playmate, butt fucking, doing cocaine. I don't want to see this anymore.
Yeah, we don't care about engaged people or married. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Like, you don't care about a relationship unless it can fall apart at any moment.
Yeah. And even if you got back, like I was thinking about this on the drive here, even if you got back together with Jennifer Garner, the beauty of that for me would be, all right, how long until he gets pissed drunk, does a bunch of cocaine, and then she's driving him back through Jack in the Box on the way to Promises in Malibu again? Like, that would be interesting because it's a clock, right? With Jennifer Lopez, you're kind of like, both of you guys are kind of boring now.
He's
It's just
not
like,
getting out of that unless it's in a body bag. Like, he's not gonna like do that again. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think he would. But and I don't see him with Jennifer Garner in her no makeup, wet hair, LL Bean. You can't go from J Lo. I mean,
But I think 60 is when that happens again. I think 60 is when he
oh,
goes.
and then 60, he goes back to Garner.
Correct. Yep. That's where I'm at right now.
Yeesh.
Yeah, it's a 10-year prediction. I know it's big, and it's a lot to take in.
It's a lot.
Take a deep breath and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Breaking news here: Michael Avenatti, the lawyer for Stormy Daniels. I don't know if you heard this. He ended up defrauding her. She sued him after the Trump thing, and he just got sentenced right now to 4 years in prison for defrauding Stormy Daniels. So you want to talk about a weird twist and turn there? It was like, all right,
So what? They won the money, and then he just didn't pay her.
yes. So you won the money from Trump, and
It's
there are
kind of a
people,
trend
and then
these
didn't
days.
pay her, and then she sued him,
Mm-hmm.
took him to federal court for fraud, and then he lost and
Mm-hmm.
is now going to serve 4 years in prison. So that's fun. That's a really fun thing for him.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
How the mighty have fallen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Look at this headline if you just want to.
Look at that.
People were like, maybe he should run. He's pretty mean to Trump. Maybe he should run for president.
You remember that
yes,
shit? Like he was everywhere. He was on CNN all the time, everything. And he was the guy, and he was just like, Trump's an evil person. We gotta stop. And then all of a sudden, spending 4 years in the Who scow.
For defrauding Stormy
Daniels, dude.
I don't understand how people
like Trump fucked her,
get
right?
away with that.
That you do and you move on with your life, right? Just to do it. It's a porn star and you're like, all right, cool.
I never even understood why he was paying her out, but
Me neither.
he wasn't married.
All you
right?
had to say.
No, he was 100%
He was
married.
married.
But not to the,
Yes.
not to,
100. Yes.
Yes.
to Avant.
Yes. To,
They've been married since
To
Barron.
Melania.
To Melania.
Oh, to Melania,
Yeah.
sorry. Oh, okay.
So they've
I
been
thought
married
it was
20 years, right?
They've been married a minute, yeah.
Yeah, a long
Yeah.
time. But he should have just came out and said, look, all right, I was at a party. So she offered me a pussy and I put my dick in for 2 minutes and then I left, right?
No, you can't.
Versus
Or
all of
was he
this.
like,
you
smell
can't
nice.
lose that Melania.
This has been
shit.
going on for 16 years now.
Sarah-
All of it, all the way around.
Sarah in the chat says she was pregnant.
Melania was.
No, Stormy.
Stormy.
Gotcha. And
So that's maybe why they
Well,
paid
hold
her
on.
out.
When did he fuck
But
her?
then-
Melania might have been pregnant too.
Yeah, I might have had 2 in 1.
Old Tim Kennedy sitch.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday on the show with Tim. 2 women in 4 days.
oh, Tim.
Hashtag
Great
Tim.
book, by the way. He talks about it in the book. Scars and Stripes is available now. It comes out next week. Buy the pre-order. It helps him get on the New York Times bestseller list. But he talks about that story, and there was a crazy one. Yeah, but that's a very similar situation there. So who knows?
He almost certain. So Trump fucked Stormy Daniels either while Melania was pregnant or right after Barron was born. Because Barron was born in 2006 in March, and he fucked Stormy Daniels in 2006.
Okay.
Yeah, but in his defense, like you can't have sex for like 4 to 6 weeks after, right?
Yeah.
And she was pregnant that whole time, so it's kind of like, you know,
Yeah.
throw him a.
Throw him a bone. Literally.
Anyways,
Nailed it.
I actually don't understand how lawyers can still defraud clients. Like, you won, you get the money. Like,
yeah.
lawyers try and do this thing where like, oh, well, I'm going to put it in a trust for you, or we're going to make money on the whatever. Like, how do people still not know? Like, no, just give it. No, just give it all to me.
That's it.
Just give it to me.
That's it. This isn't a crime corner, but I wish it was. But I wanted to bring this story up because it's amazing.
Okay.
I mean, absolutely amazing. Passenger dragged off plane for urinating on his brother before a flight.
Victimless crime.
That's what I say. If it's brothers and you're pissing on your own brother, keep it in the family. No need to call in
It's brother
security
on
for
brother
that.
crime. Like,
Believe
you
me.
Now,
don't.
the problem was
Don't
they have
get
a
involved.
video
Yeah,
of
so
it.
we have some video.
Yeah,
please.
so if you want to show the video, that'd be rad.
Let me see if I can find it on Twitter real quick. I found it on The Sun, but those videos are usually fucked.
Sure. In the meantime, I'll just describe it. This is a shocking moment that Bob is about to show.
Right.
When cops dragged a passenger off a plane after he urinated on his brother
Okay.
and taken part in a full fist fight. So there
With
was
the
a
brother.
a fight that ensued, yeah.
So this is all brother on brother.
All brother on brother.
What's the fucking problem?
Well, it was a $50,000 fine, which seems excessive for something
lot.
like that, yeah.
Especially
Yep.
brothers.
And they were headed from London to Greece. Now, why are you pissing on your brother on the way to Greece? Okay.
All right,
It's a
I can't
long
find Twitter.
flight.
Dude, you're probably about to go on a vacation. You're
Yeah, it's
hyped. You
a
got drunk in the airport.
Yep. You were delayed.
Now, the beauty of this is the police made it on the plane so fast that homeboy still has his pants down.
Okay, because they were still.
Not sure
they landed
if,
or they
if he urinated and then his brother started beating the shit out of him,
Okay.
and he just couldn't. He didn't have time to pull his pants off.
Sure.
Or pull him back up. But in this video, they're dragging him out of there, and his pants are still down.
Okay, here we go. Here's a vid.
Here we
There we
go.
go. Warning.
Warning.
Contains graphic images. Are they going to
Of
show his asshole?
piss.
Penis.
Will
Maybe
probably
some
be
pee-pee.
demonetized.
Piss
A
and
nis?
penis.
You think it'll be a nis or a hole?
Well, we warned him.
I know. Oh, it's blurred. We're good.
Well, faces are blurred.
Oh, there's crying. Look at that. Why is his ass so red?
Who's crying?
Wake up ready to
Shit,
tackle.
dude. Why is his ass so red?
It's a ghost bed ad.
Why
We're
does it
fine.
look like they're
Is it a
being
ghost bed ad?
sexual?
Yeah.
It's ghost bed.
Maybe
Yeah.
we'll just play it. Play
You
the
can
ghost
just play
bed
it.
ad. Play it. Let's see it. Let's see it. How's their commercials? I've never seen them.
This one's nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sleep
Ghost
in
Bed RV, there
style
we
and
go.
enjoy luxurious comfort with
Look at
4
this, it's
layers
like a
of
real
premium
company.
materials perfectly sized for your RV,
right, they got the RV
camper,
mattresses.
or trailer.
Son of
It's
a
all
bitch.
of the comfort and cooling features that ghost bed mattresses are known
Oh,
for.
that's
Dan, you
nice.
need one
Ghost
for
bed.
your,
Naturally
the bed of your
antimicrobial
truck.
and resistant to mold, bacteria, and dust mites.
Why?
Upgrade to the
Look at
Ghost Bed
that.
RV mattress today and see what your RV's been
He's
missing.
going to need it
I
after
want
these
this life.
crypto numbers next month.
You what?
I want that life. Just playing guitar in my
Yes.
A
RV
lot
with
of
my
people
dog.
do. A lot of
Yes.
people want that life.
So that was it, guys? That was the video?
That was the video, yeah. If you
Okay.
notice, his ass was real.
The
Like,
brother was punching it
why?
probably.
Yeah, but why punch his ass over?
It
and
does
over again?
brother
Like,
shit,
I
though.
don't.
Brothers do weird ass shit like that. It's not like a normal fight, you know?
So one passenger said the flight staff found 1.5 empty bottles of Ciroc vodka underneath the seats where they were sitting. So like they went hard. Now, I haven't flown from London to Greece, but just my very small geographic knowledge, that can't be more than a 3-hour flight.
It's
right?
basically New York to LA, 3 hours, 40 minutes.
Okay. So what was how did you get through a whole Ciroc and a half bottle? Like,
We're
that's a
talking
lot.
airplane bottles?
Try me, bro.
No.
No, it's a.
Full fucking bottles.
Try me. How long? 3.5?
Yeah.
Between two people?
Wait.
No,
Giorgio and I
2
could do
people.
it.
New York to LA is less than 4 hours?
No, it's like almost 5.
Yeah, if you're going east to west, now if you're going back, it's usually almost 5. But
Depends if you're in the jet
Oh,
stream.
Yeah.
Sorry. So
Yeah, I was
it's
going to say that was way off.
way off. My bad.
No, now go Cali to New York.
No,
One's the
just
jet
go
stream.
just go London to Greece, and that'll give us the real answer.
It's 340. Yeah.
340. Okay.
340 is like Austin to Philly.
Yeah, dude. That's a whole bottle and a half, dude, in 3 hours and 45 minutes. There it is.
When Delco and Bob are not getting along, it's
great.
like a lot
It's
of
great.
that.
It's the
It's a lot
best.
of that.
It's the
Dude,
best.
it's fucking 4, not 340.
Yeah. Either way.
But anyways, yeah. But anyway, you're saying, how did they get through a bottle and a half in 3 hours and 40 minutes plus time on the tarmac? Thank you. Challenge accepted.
All right, so here's the numbers, okay? I'm going to bring up the actual numbers. It says 1.5 liters of Ciroc vodka was physically ingested by the 2 men, and one of the passengers said the fights broke out after one drunken brother pisses on the other because he was too drunk to walk to the toilets. So it doesn't seem like it was done maliciously. It was more out of convenience of like, hey, you're right here and I can't make it.
Again.
Was a bottle not there to like
Yeah,
pee
exactly.
in?
That's some weird brother shit. Like, we don't actually know
No, we
the
don't.
history.
I just don't think the guy knew where he was.
No.
Probably
It's
not.
like
No.
stepbrothers sleepwalking.
Yes.
Have you guys ever gotten
Yes.
fucked up with a family member and saw them piss all over something?
No.
I have. So I've seen it twice happen. And
Why does it have to be a family member?
well, because this
specifically?
is a family member situation where
Okay.
it's just like, all right, great. So one drank 3/5 of a bottle of gin and pissed all over the wall, middle of the night. Thought he was in the bathroom in front of his mom and everything else, and that was
Okay.
a sitch, right?
Okay.
The other one was on a pizza box. We had a sleepover party, and he got up in the middle of the night and started pissing all over the pizza box, and he thought that was the bathroom.
Okay.
So maybe he thought his brother was the bathroom on this. And I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm not one of those who just rushes to judgment.
Sure. Yeah, no, I mean, I think the idea that that he didn't know what the fuck was going on is probably more the thing, right?
Yeah. A
Then
lot
like
of people
a-
are saying I stand with Bob, by the way, in the chat. Just want to,
On what?
whatever Bob's on.
Whiteness.
Yeah, whatever Bob's bullshit is today. A lot of I stand with
Real
Bob.
estate?
Yeah.
Is it real estate versus crypto?
I think maybe.
I think it's because I look like a field worker compared to Bob's skin.
Yeah.
You do. You have a peasant's skin.
He's on it today.
Working man.
I'm a working man.
Yes.
By the way, I heard Springsteen on the way over here. I hate that he's become so woke because if you go through his catalog, it's hits.
You
It's
should
fucking
be able
hits,
to
dude.
separate.
I did. I listened to the whole goddamn song on the way here and enjoyed
Have
my
yourself
life.
a little polar pop,
working
dude.
man.
Have
you know?
yourself a little polar pop.
What the fuck's a polar pop? Oh shit! This, yeah. Sorry, I don't know the brand names of.
How much has gone
Circle
from
K.
You said it in the beginning of the fucking show. How much of that
Jays.
champagne is gone?
Yeah, you'll get a point for that, but like, dude, let's not fucking judge me that me remembering names. That's not a thing.
You
Nope.
just said
No,
it.
it doesn't matter unless it's in front of my person. We're all fucked.
We only
okay?
have now.
Yeah.
We only have the present.
That's all we have,
okay.
James.
Okay.
All we have. But right now, we've got it all right here.
Yeah.
The man next to you is your brother, and you better goddamn well treat him like that
Yeah.
because we have it all right here.
Yes.
It was Woodstock, all right? And they lived, most of them, very happily.
Lots of
through all of
pissing
it.
probably on each other in
You had
Woodstock.
to.
Yeah.
If anybody brings up like, oh man, this concert was rough or brutal or whatever, it was like, go back and watch the real Woodstock shit. They were fucking miserable there.
Or yeah. If anyone's
Miserable.
like, oh, I wish I went to Woodstock. No,
you don't.
You don't.
Do not.
And the shit that your parents tell you that it was awesome, they're lying.
And they weren't there.
Well, yeah. A lot of your
Yeah.
parents weren't there, but if
Because
they
I was like,
were,
hey, did you go? And they were like, man, I was on a truck and the traffic was, couldn't get in. The traffic was crazy. And I
yeah.
was like, but
Wouldn't
so you didn't
think-
go, right?
Wouldn't you think that both my parents were there?
100%.
No.
I asked them both too, and they said
weren't
no.
there.
Yeah. Where
And
were
they were-
What were they doing
And
that
they
day?
lived in fucking New York.
Yeah. What were they doing that day?
Probably got too high. I mean, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's some people that didn't make it because they were just like, oh, yeah, it's fucking Woodstock today.
Yeah.
No, but it lasted like 5 days after it was supposed to end. Jimi Hendrix didn't show up till it was over.
Oh,
Yeah.
was Woodstock last week?
Exactly.
Yeah, like, you know. That's, I think, more of the thing. And when you really get into it, the, like, logistics of driving out there and that little, I think they were just like,
Ugh,
I don't know.
gross.
I don't know. Let's just hear about it later.
Let's hear about it later. God damn it. God damn it, Bob. Damn it.
Oh, no.
Gas is at $8 in Los Angeles, by the way. RIP to all my friends out there. You can hold on to whatever you want to, but
Pretty high.
you're at 8:05 in downtown LA. My buddy sent me a shot yesterday, and I was like, fuck, man.
You know who don't give a fuck?
Who?
The world's newest billionaire.
LeBron James
Became a billionaire today.
became a billionaire today. I was going to talk about that next. First NBA player to become a billionaire. I'm not
How?
surprised by it, but like tonight's game one of the NBA Finals, which we will be watching, I have already bet all of the money on the Warriors -4 tonight on mybookie.com. Promo code Drinking Bros doubles your deposit up to $1,000. Not afraid to admit that. I love it, and now we're all in. Now, the reason I'm all in on this series, it's not my teams at all, but this will give Steph Curry his 4th ring, tying LeBron James, and that'll be a fun thing. Because then ESPN's going to have a hard goddamn time pumping us full of LeBron's dick and balls every fucking 5 seconds of the day. I want to see it happen.
Yeah.
I want
Dethroned.
to see Curry win. And you know the weird part, Bob, since you brought it up about LeBron James versus Curry? So obviously we have an 8-year-old, and I asked him, I was like, who's your favorite player? And he goes, Steph Curry. And that warmed my
It
heart.
was-
No, that makes
LeBron.
perfect sense.
Does it?
Was
Yeah,
LeBron
makes sense.
before?
All the sense in the
Because
world.
Steph Curry plays exactly the way every white kid has always wanted to play.
That's
Yeah.
true. By the way, I was bombing threes. Like I loved it.
Yep.
I loved it.
That is all any fucking white kid I played basketball with or knew who liked basketball wanted to do when they played.
Yeah.
Was chuck threes.
And
nobody's playing the post.
No.
Nobody.
Yeah,
Too
yeah,
small.
yeah. Yeah.
Too small. But our child, our 8-year-old, the other night, because and the other thing too, there's a TV show called Holy Moly,
Oh, yeah.
which does really well in the ratings, and that's Steph Curry's show as well. He only shows up at the end of it.
He just green screens himself. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they love Steph Curry and all that other shit. So good for him. But I'm really rooting for Steph tonight. Congratulations on LeBron being a billionaire. And I know that's tough, and I know the area he was from, and it's a shithole in Ohio. And
And we say good for him.
Good for him and all that stuff. I just hate the dick riding by everybody else, and I just personally don't like LeBron. So,
Right.
it is what it is. I'm not going to celebrate that achievement for LeBron, but here's why. I'll tell you why.
Right.
Social media has so much to do with it that if you have a gajillion followers and you just put up one product, no matter what that product is, if it's good or if it's bad, they will buy it, and it doesn't really matter because they love that person. Case in point, Ryan Reynolds. Now, I think Ryan Reynolds is good-looking, talented, beautiful
Funny.
wife, kids,
Yeah.
funny, all of the things.
Sure.
However,
Yeah.
he sold a gin company for $400 million recently. No one on God's green earth drinks gin. That is
Yes.
maybe a summer drink for Bob and I
So
Yeah.
at the beach house. Like that is a gin and tonic.
Right.
Is about as far as you can go.
You're like fifth property, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
You two
exactly.
white men.
It
Yes.
is the type of thing too where like you need to be a drinker to drink gin.
But like
yes.
but I'm talking like a drinker, like an old school
Yes.
Irishman
Yes.
who's
Yes.
sitting at the end of the bar,
Red
whose
nose.
is redder than Rudolph's, where you're
Sure.
just like, all right,
Sure.
it's gin, and you're like, do you want anything in it? No ice, no nothing, gin neat, and you're like, oh god.
But that's
damn
why
it.
it's even more impressive.
Or you just need to have like a high level, and I don't even have this because I don't drink gin drinks very often, but like it's for people who like have a really sophisticated taste in alcohol as well, which is less than 0.5% of the people who follow Ryan Reynolds on fucking Instagram.
Yes,
Yeah, I
and
don't
so
know how
I went
he did
into
that.
I went into a distributor meeting with the state. I'm not going to say which one. I'll tell you afterwards. I'll probably tell you on Friday. Whatever.
Nobody. We're fine.
Maybe they watch the show. So
Yeah, but we're fine.
okay.
No one's.
I had a distribution meeting in Florida. So with a distributor down there, and they were like, "Oh, how are you going to sell this off your podcast and whatever?" And I was like, "Yeah, same as X, Y, and Z." And they were like, "Oh, well, Ryan Reynolds is selling his Aviator gin and everything else." And I was like, "Yeah, sort of a similar sitch." But I was like, "Ours tastes great or whatever." And he goes, "Well, who says Ryan Reynolds doesn't taste great?" And I go, "Well, you've had it. You guys rep it. So how do you think it tastes?" And he goes, "I don't drink gin." And I go, "You know who else doesn't drink gin? Everyone.
Everyone.
Everyone on the planet.
And
you
gin
buy
is-
gin, you buy one bottle a year.
Gin
If
is
you're
gin.
going to drink a gin and tonic with your fucking Grampy and Grammy on the beach, otherwise, you don't buy gin.
We used
If
to
you're
do
at a
gin
house
and-
party, gin is the last thing that is drank, unless you're down in South Central at Snoop's house.
College bars, we did a lot of gin.
What was it, though?
G&Ts,
Yeah,
yeah.
G&T.
Yeah.
G&T is like the first kind of sophisticated cocktail that anyone drinks.
Agreed.
Yeah, and it makes them feel like
No, we had them at
I'm an
college
adult.
bars
grown-up.
for
Yeah.
free.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying is like it started. Gin and tonic is the first like semi-adult cocktail you drink.
Yeah.
That's the step up from like rum and coke or whiskey
Yeah,
sour, whatever the
yeah.
fuck else.
Totally. But like over the weekend, Jesse and Brittany made these amazing drinks out of Hard AF seltzer. It was blueberry and what else did you guys put in it?
blueberry vodka, elderflower liqueur, which is like Saint Germain.
Yeah.
Soda water, seltzer, and
Yeah.
then
And-
our blueberry.
Everybody
in there,
got rocked. It tasted great and all that other stuff, right? So like in that meeting, the same one, they were like, "Are you gonna have any drink specials?" And I go, "Beyond an 8% hard seltzer?"
Yeah, no.
No. And
No.
again, he brought that up with Ryan Reynolds. He was like, "Well, Ryan's gonna have." I go, "You have to mix gin with everything just
You
to get
can't
people
just drink it
interested."
straight.
No one is going up to the bar and be like, "Man, give me your finest shot of gin."
Right, but I feel like it's probably less of a market, so less competition.
Yeah, 100%.
It's not as oversaturated of a
tequila.
market.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tequila. Kevin Hart's got one, and he's going against The Rock, and they're best friends. Like Dos Hombres is another one with the Breaking Bad guys.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
doing it as well, and it's like you have to do a niche. Like me personally, I just like those high noons do well for Barstool. It's 4.5%. Like that's not moving the needle for me at all. Like I can't relax. I can't do anything if I have to drink 90 of those goddamn
Girls
things.
drink those
Yes.
Girls love 'em.
Yeah. But
because we don't necessarily
right, need the full ocho, right?
full Ocho all the
But
time.
I fucking party, and I
Yeah,
want
yeah,
that,
yeah.
and it's college shit, right? Now with Ryan Reynolds, you're right. I think that was an interesting gap that he filled, but selling it within 2 years for $400 million is nuts, dude. Like that's nuts.
It is. It's
I don't
a
know anybody
little
who's
bit
drinking
crazy.
gin that like to this day nobody's ever requested, man, let's have a nice gin together. Yeah, you want to do that? Let's have a gin, brother.
Yeah.
Who bought it though?
Who bought Bob can look it up. Look up who bought Aviator.
Was it like Anheuser-Busch because they buy everything? So like that might be
no.
the goal is to like just make a product and have Anheuser-Busch buy it.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
and I would
obviously.
love nothing more
Yes.
than Anheuser-Busch
There
to
you
buy
go.
Hard AF Seltzer.
Now
Because
you're
it's about
talking.
the formula, right? Once the formula is done, I know how great it tastes. Whoever's putting it in the can, I don't really care after that.
Me and
I
Bob
just want
both know
great
some of the Bush
taste.
family.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Is that real?
Really?
Yeah, they all partied in St. Louis. A lot of them went to Colorado State and then came back and partied all the time.
Well, we might have a discussion after the show about giving you guys some points if you could make that intro. That would be swell. Not kidding either. I've been in a million of those conversations over the last 3 weeks, and I would love to eliminate those from my life. Who bought
Girls?
Aviator Gin?
Diageo, maybe? I don't know how to say it. It's just a huge booze conglomerate. They own Tanqueray, Smirnoff Vodka, Johnny Walker.
Okay.
So it's similar to AB
old.
InBev, that type of shit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like old man
And
liquor.
if you look back on it, the first time I heard about gin, other than like rich white people who were old, was truthfully Snoop Dogg, gin and juice and shit like that.
yeah.
Tanqueray, the first time I heard about Tanqueray was from Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg, I believe.
So what we're saying is gin's kind of been famous. Just no one's liked it.
Sort
I
of.
could like taste it.
Like Sambuca.
As
when you
soon
guys
as you say
hear
it, yeah, can you
gin,
smell
like,
it? I can smell it.
It's like back here, and it's like especially juice, like gin and juice. Like it tastes like a hangover.
It does.
Like it tastes like the next day already. I don't know. Can't explain it.
Did
but
you make a lot when you were a bartender of like fancy gin
Yes.
drinks with elderflower?
Did
and
you
things
really?
like that?
Yes.
Who was your clientele, though? Who was ordering that?
Exactly.
No,
exactly
I'm asking.
right.
Was it old
No,
people?
I mean it wasn't like young people, but G&T, Delco's kind of right. It was like you could tell it was someone like I'll get a. It was when around like swingers time. Remember when people were drinking scotch? Like ladies would get scotch,
yeah.
and you're like, what the fuck? It's kind of it was a fad for a second, but
Yeah.
the smell of that.
It stinks, doesn't it?
It stays just like right
Stinks.
here.
That's a real hangover. That's
Yes.
that's
It
an
is.
Irish type of like 1930s hang. That's a fucking what's his name? That's a Mike Malloy hangover.
And the only gin I know is from my grandfather, who's no longer with us, but
Right.
it's Beefeater. And so if we go out,
Like a martini.
yeah, but it's
yeah.
super rare.
Yeah.
I mean, a steakhouse maybe, or we're on vacation somewhere. I have to see water in order to drink gin. I think that's the rules.
okay.
Like you've got to see some form of water, a lake, a river, or an ocean.
There's one other way to get fucked up on gin, and it's actually the first way I ever got fucked up on gin.
Okay.
And that is you're like a sophomore in high school and you're just raiding a liquor cabinet.
Yep.
True, because that's the one thing left.
It's the one thing left.
Yeah.
There's a ton of it in there.
For us, it even went farther. I think I was with Joel or something back in the day, and we got into the vermouth because that was the last thing.
Yeesh.
Now that percentage too, like that alcohol percentage is so low.
Gross. Oh yeah.
You've
You might
got
as well
to
be
like
drinking triple
drink.
sec.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck that, dude.
So it's gin, and then when the gin goes out, you drink the vermouth.
I've never seen children sicker
oh yeah.
than me and my friends drinking gin. Like I was okay because there was a couple other ones, but the people who hewed mostly to gin,
Yeah, it's
were
not right.
Fucking vomiting, borderline blood by the
Yep.
end of the night. Like they were just
Yeah,
dead.
it fucking like there's something wrong with it. Like it does something to your insides.
Yeah.
And so, like you say, older guys that just drink that, like you can see it. They are just poisoning themselves.
Yeah, you're killing
It's
yourself.
not like beers every day. It's like I am literally drinking
You're killing
gasoline.
yourself.
I mean, they used to say like one of the like slurs for like a real fucking alcoholic piece of shit drunk was like gin soaked.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you understand it. It's a tough drink to love, man. But the fact that he was able to get 400 million, other
Yeah.
than being Ryan Reynolds and posting about it all the time,
And make
These-
it
there's no
cool
way.
and a cool name and cool commercials. And look, we say good for him.
I do.
This company though,
impressive.
this is what they do. They buy and sell shit.
So they just like bought it up.
So they currently own among other things, Bullet, Seagram's, Crown
Love
Royal.
Bullet. I love.
I like Crown.
I like Crown. It's. I don't get down on Crown that often, but I enjoy it. What's the other one? Seagram's.
Seagram's.
Seagram's is good.
Ciroc and Kettle One vodka.
Well, Ciroc will make you take your dick out on a plane and piss on your brother. But.
Captain Morgan.
Little captain.
Yeah.
Just remember that this was almost the day. They almost caught Captain Morgan.
They also have Tanqueray gin.
Yeah, interesting that they would go to.
Well, they are different. Tanqueray is a very different taste than just
You got
straight up
to
gin.
corner the gin market.
Yeah, I guess so.
Have we not spoken
Case
about
it comes
Beefeater?
back.
But they
He's talking about
I
Beefeater.
talked about Beefeater. That's the only one that I know, and that's the only one that I drink. That's it. I don't like the other ones. They used to push this one, Hendrix, all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't like Hendrix at all. I thought that tasted terrible.
I cannot tell the difference between gins.
Oh, I can for sure. If you
It's all
put Tanqueray,
just-
Hendrix, Beefeater, and whatever, Aviator next to me, I'd tell you each one of them, and I'd tell you they're probably all awful plain. I need a mix with some shit.
Right.
Like I need some fucking fruits, some stems, some sours, all the things.
Guy like you. But you always do, right?
Yeah.
You like a fruitier drink.
It's my choice. I can't do it this late in life, but it's my choice. If
My favorite
I
thing is
drink
when
as
we
if I'm
order.
22 on vacation.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. My favorite thing is when we order stuff and it's like cherry, umbrella, whatever, and they try and give it to me, and I'm like, no, that's his. I'll take the fucking glass of wine. They're like, oh, okay.
Well, one place we were at, it was a pina colada, which I love, and that's
Sure.
it's. By the way, I'll break this here. That's one of our next flavors for the seltzer that is coming out. That tested through the roof. That's
Yeah.
one of the new ones that's coming out
Had
this summer.
to. Had to.
It's so good. Well, we all agreed. Like everybody
No, it
agreed.
is,
It was
it
good.
is, it is.
But I told the waitress, I was like, look, 'cause you and I were celebrating something, and I was
Yeah.
like, let's give that a triple shot. Because it was
Yeah.
packed in the restaurant.
Right.
And I didn't want to have to wait for an Give
Yeah.
that a triple shot. And she was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then somebody else brought it back to the table and they handed it to you and you go, no.
No, that's not mine.
It's for my son.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I was like, that big, huge, fruity coconut drink with the umbrella, the cherry, and the slice of pineapple,
Yeah.
and the swirly straw is for him.
Yeah.
I'll take the scotch on the rocks.
Yeah. I had a huge Hollywood meeting yesterday, by the way. And I wanted to, it's going to impress you and only you. And I wanted to tell you this.
Oh, you want to impress me on air?
I do. One of a pretty high up exec was talking about the downfall of Meghan Markle on this call yesterday because we were talking about podcasts, obviously, and Spotify in particular and whatever. And I said, there's a lot of deals going around, and there hasn't been one in a while because of X or whatever. And he goes, oh, well, I can tell you what X is on that. And I was like, who's the X? And he goes, it's Meghan Markle. She killed a lot of deals. And I was like, what do you mean? And they were like, Spotify. He goes, if you've noticed, they haven't really acquired anybody since the Meghan Markle thing. And he goes, they lost $30 million on that because they didn't produce any content, I guess. They didn't do any
still
shows.
have to pay him?
Well, you get a signing bonus, and then you have to deliver a certain amount of content. So all you have to do to get that signing bonus is one full episode. But if you're a podcast, you can't just release one and then leave it. You need more than that. So I heard they're going to settle, take the money, and get the fuck out of there. And then the other one they said was Netflix. I said Meghan Markle and Harry killed Netflix as well. And I was like, how so? And they were like, well, they signed a huge deal there, and they were hoping to do a documentary with the two of those guys. And they balked at it. And they were like, oh, we'll bring some other content. And part of the content, it didn't air, but it was like bringing clean water to like African children or something like that. It was essentially, content that would make them look like fucking white saviors. And they just were like, we're not doing this fucking shit anymore. And so then Netflix announced yesterday in a leaked memo that they were no longer doing people's vanity projects because they're not bringing in money. And the one that they cited in this email wasn't Meghan Markle. It was actually Scorsese's. For The Irishman, and they were like, we're no longer doing vanity projects like this.
What was wrong with The Irishman?
People raged. I did not like it. I want to go around the horn here.
Didn't they-
and
Are you
just-
talking about Spotify? Because they did a
Not Spotify.
podcast associated with The Irishman.
No,
That's the
not
creation of it.
Spotify. So Netflix was the one that funded The Irishman, and I guess they gave them $160 million for this. And they said, everybody had kind of, I would say 80% said it was boring. I want to hear your thoughts on it because this was split 50-50 on the internet yesterday. Bob, Irishman, good or bad?
I have not seen it. But I will tell you this: no one signs
Bob
up. For,
really,
Don't give him an applause for that.
No,
he
it's the
really
theater kid, dude.
He supports the arts.
Yeah.
He
He
supports,
the arts.
Ironic applause.
no one fucking buys any streaming service for a movie.
No.
You buy it for shows.
Maybe. What about you, Giorgio? Did you like it?
It cost too much, obviously. It was too long, obviously. What they did with the tech and the de-aging process and the 3-camera shoots, they're doing really great stuff. They're pushing things forward. And if this movie needed to come out to move the tech forward, I'm totally okay with it. And it's on a streaming service. It's not meant to be this big, amazing thing. They tried to push it like it was. We all knew it wasn't. No. Carry on.
What about you,
C'est la
Delco?
vie.
I enjoyed it on Thanksgiving, and I will never watch it again.
Yes.
Yeah, like it's a one-watch thing.
Yeah.
So Jesse and I, because it was so long, it took us 2 sittings to get through.
Yeah, but I liked it.
It was fine, but I said the same thing as Delco said as soon as it was over. I go, it's one of those movies where you say, all right, it's fine. I'm glad I watched it, but I'll never watch this again the rest of my life.
That's fine. You
Right.
don't have to watch every movie a million times.
I understand that. However, Netflix does not see it like that. They look at pure numbers, and the numbers came out this past weekend for Stranger Things, highest of all time for any scripted series they've ever had.
It's fucking incredible.
Is it really?
I'm not all the way through it yet, but it's fucking incredible.
Everybody said the same
How do you feel
thing.
about the kids, the puberty awkwardness of the kids? You're fine with it?
They have completely conquered that.
Okay,
Nice.
great.
They,
Okay,
it
good.
has never ever been an issue. I can't believe
Great.
that it's like, but
Yeah.
it is.
Typically, Jesse and I would watch this opening night, but obviously we have a newborn, so we're kind of waiting to watch it together because I don't want to watch it without her. But everybody I've talked to has said it's been great.
Yes.
So, all right, that makes sense.
Yes.
That makes sense. What do they have? 2 more shows and then they're done, right?
This season and one more season.
But isn't the season 2
Didn't they
episodes
just
that
break
are
it
split
up
up
like
in
Ozark?
I think they did.
Stranger Things?
Yeah.
I
think they did.
I
So
don't
they're
know.
doing,
I know
like-
all the episodes are like goddamn near movie length.
Yeah. And then they're going to do the last part of it is going to be almost like a movie because it's 2 episodes, I think. That's what I heard.
Gotcha.
That's what I heard.
All right.
But what do I know? I'm
What do
just
you
a little
know?
dumb that's in my cave.
You little dummy. You little dummy. Do you have a crime corner today, at least?
I do.
Do you really?
I do. I have a couple.
Well, let's play
Because
the
you guys
theme song.
boned me.
Crime Corner.
Crime Corner. We'll start with, do you guys want to go dark first into light or light into dark? Do you want to end on like a
Let's end on terror.
end
let's
on
end
dark?
on- yeah,
Okay,
let's
cool.
end on dark.
So, man charged with repeatedly farting during a strip search.
Yeah.
Which I love.
Yeah, why was he charged?
They just got mad at him. And like
Well,
when
you can't, there's
Yeah.
no basis in the law for that.
But when cops get mad, they can find a bunch of, do you know what I mean? They can find extra stuff. So a man,
Seems like that might be a problem.
listen,
Yeah, we'll see.
yeah, it
We'll
sounds
see.
like he might have a problem. Yeah, of course. You can't fart on demand?
If I could, I'd have more superpowers than Shaft.
Your OnlyFans would be fucking huge.
I know.
A man in Scotland has been ordered to perform 75 hours of community service after intentionally passing gas as police officers conducted a body cavity. So police were responding to a vehicle collision in Aberdeen and noticed Stuart Cook, 28, speaking to the driver of another car after observing a strong marijuana odor. I guess in Scotland, marijuana is a thing that you can't have.
Probably.
It's hard to wrap your
Yeah,
head around that
yeah.
because here we're like, oh, a little bit of marijuana odor. Is that really going to do it? So they officers searched him and his vehicle, finding a small amount of cannabis. So police handcuffed him, and this guy Cook immediately started screaming and getting aggressive, and he was brought to the police station, where he was booked and strip searched. But during the procedure, officers claimed that Cook passed wind intentionally multiple times and said, "How do you like that?" to the police.
I don't fault him for it.
I love him.
Yeah.
I love him.
How do you like that?
Yeah. Just like want to get in there and find something.
How do you
and just
like that?
every time they try and get up there,
Stinks, doesn't it?
he just farts.
Yeah, he gets into
And they
it.
can't they
don't-
would have to just push through it.
I don't see how that's a crime.
It's not a crime, but again, like I said, if you're already being booked for something and you do anything extra to fuck with the police, they will find other things to do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So his defense attorney about the farting, Laura Gracie, downplayed the incident, telling the court Cook had been smoking a cannabis joint at the time and felt police overreacted in the way that they dealt with him. And he became increasingly upset. So
That's a Scottish fart too. That's a lot of potatoes. That's a lot of cabbage in there. I bet that stunk.
I got into watching darts for a second, like professional, pro darts.
They're big over there. It's huge over there.
Yeah. And there was this one guy that was his tactic. Like he would fart as he was going, and then when
then the other guy had to live in that.
Yeah, I forget what his name was, but he was a hero.
We used to play kids in football who wouldn't shower, put deodorant on, everything else, so they stunk. When
And you
played
wouldn't
it,
wanna,
you wouldn't want to touch
touch
them
them.
in a game. Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy that.
Using smell to win stuff.
There's this one kid, I'll never forget his scent, and it was awful, and I hope he's dead now.
Gosh.
Yeah, I don't even want that person alive. That's how bad he stunk. So, I kind of understand the cops' overreaction to this.
Sure.
But this kid did not fucking shower for 4 days before this championship game, and it was horrific. Absolutely horrific.
Dead, huh?
I want him dead. I don't want him living on this earth anymore. Gosh. It was partially, too, because of what he looks like as well, where you were like, man, you're not going to contribute to society in any fucking meaningful way. And you stink like this, just get off the planet. Just go.
I would say he's pretty crafty. I mean, he did that to win, right?
I think.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. If he would have said, "Oh, hey, I did this on purpose," maybe I could have enjoyed that. He didn't. So I don't have the answer to this day. That's just my guess.
Maybe he didn't want to give you the satisfaction
Maybe.
of telling you and having you know.
Maybe. Or he's just a stinky motherfucker. Who knows?
Sure. Okay, let's go dark on the way out.
Well, then we're going to need one more
Oh,
theme
sorry.
song. Go ahead. Crime Corner. Crime Corner.
Crime Corner. So in light of our recent real estate situation we had this morning,
Sure.
a Brooklyn man, 43, suddenly jumps to his death from a $2.9 million luxury high-rise in Brooklyn after asking the broker to show him the balcony. So he clearly did not have, he didn't have a place to jump off of.
fuck,
And so
dude.
he toured a really nice luxury apartment.
That's amazing.
Had him show him
Yep.
everything. And
Yep.
at the very end was like, can I see the balcony? Shink, shunk, shunk.
Yep.
Jumped off.
Wow, dude.
God is like...
Because the realtor now has to live with that forever.
The
too.
realtor has to be opening the thing. You know what I mean? Oh, showing them. Boom.
Look at the view. There's the
Yeah.
Statue of Liberty. Oh, no.
Dude, that is scarring. And I did say we're ending on a dark
That's
note. But
super dark.
I'm thinking about the realtor or broker being like, holy fuck,
But
dude.
bravo to that guy, right?
Well, also, investigations are going to happen. I mean, do you know what I mean? It's just you two in there.
Yeah.
So...
That one's pretty easy to prove, but...
you would think, yeah, you would think.
Yeah, and the other saving grace about New York is in all of those high rises, if you're at the top in a penthouse luxury suite or whatever, you can't see the bottom. So at least she never got to see the sidewalk or the street or wherever this guy landed.
Or he, yeah. But
Oh, well,
I don't know who, they're not saying who the broker was, but they're saying the guy, was a guy 43 years old who probably was just like, I will never afford this place.
Yeah.
I'm going to fucking kill myself.
I hope he touched the quartz counters and all the stuff. And was
Oh,
just
they
like,
did a full
yeah,
tour.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the bitch of it too. Like he or she, whoever the broker was, had to do the whole thing, set up the meeting,
Sure.
show them all around, square footage, and then it was at the very end.
And since I'm just hearing this for the first time, is it weird that I feel bad for the broker because she lost a client?
And she's fucking traumatized,
Did she ever
dude.
have one? This guy could just set it up.
Maybe.
I think that's the
Maybe.
point, right? So, if you don't have
But she
somewhere
probably
to
wa-
jump off of, right? Like, you don't have a penthouse. You're going to have to tour one so that you can jump off of it or borrow one.
She probably, though, woke up that morning and was just like, all right,
This is the one.
2.9,
I will
my
sell
commission.
this house today.
Yeah.
I will sell this house today.
Her commission is going to be, what, 6%? So you're looking at, 180?
She's not going to show that apartment again, you think?
You have to. You complete the job, all right? That's...
God. Anyways,
it's a great pitch though. It's like, here's how nice this place was. The last guy I showed it to couldn't afford it, so he fucking
and
killed
loved
himself.
it so much.
That he killed himself.
Killed himself. That is good.
It's a great pitch for the next
It
client.
is great. It is great.
Views to die for.
Oh, whoopsie.
Nailed it.
Oh,
Nailed it. Come on.
oh, I expect better from you.
Nah, you shouldn't. You shouldn't, especially on a day like this. Last but not least here, James, this is for you and only you. That's the only reason I'm doing this story. Is it Cake? That
yes.
fun show that you showed
Yes.
me just
Is
got
it
renewed. Yeah, just got renewed for season 2.
Good.
Mikey Day returning as host. So
Good.
You can sleep at night, and
What-
I want you to get a nice, cozy sleep tonight.
What the world needs now is more mindless fucking shit that is it cake?
So when
That's
you
what
when
the
you
world
showed me it,
needs.
you go, "Hey, I want to show you this," and I was like, "What is it?" And you were like, "Is it cake?"
Is
And I
it
was like,
cake?
all right, so
I don't know,
what's
is
the
it?
premise?
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh, you'll see."
Yeah.
And it was the one you showed me
Was it the bowling ball?
No, it was a boot.
Oh, the boot is a cake.
Yeah, it looks like a boot, and then they cut through the boot, and I thought it was a boot, and it was
Nope.
cake.
It was cake. You would have lost that round,
Yep.
Ross.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I was incorrect, but for you and all of the millions of people out there,
Thank you.
listening and watching, who are wondering, is it Cake?
Everything
is it
just-
coming back? Yes, it is. It is.
Just everything doesn't have to be so fucking heavy, man.
I get it.
You know
I'm,
what I mean?
I'm with you.
Okay.
Is it Cake is coming back?
Is it cake?
Is it Cake or not?
And sometimes you get it, and sometimes it's cake and sometimes it's not. And that's the most that it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Goddamn
all
right.
that it is.
GD right, James.
All right.
GD right.
All right.
It's a fun show, kids. We learned a lot, we laughed a lot, we cried a lot together. And if you enjoyed it as much as we did, go to iTunes, rate the show a 5-star, leave a quick review. That is all the advertisers care about. And then Spotify, we're only 200 ratings away from 1,000 on there, and that just started. So please just go to Spotify. It's all you have to do is click a 5-star, and that's it. You can throw your phone out the window. You can call a realtor, have her go show you to the top of a $2.9 million penthouse. Click 5-star on your phone for Ross Passion Revolution on Spotify, and then throw it off the roof. We don't care, but it needs to be clicked, and you need to do that. Otherwise, we can't live. Jesse eats out of a dog bowl at nights, okay? If you want to see that, that show's going to be on OnlyFans after the whole fucking place goes to hell.
Oof.
For Jesse Wiseman, a.k.a. The Jables, I'm Ross Patterson. This is The Revolucion. Buenos tardes, everyone.
Good afternoon.